Disney is fraught with rumors. Let's talk about all those. Hey there, this is Tom with Tom's Tech Show, and I've been hearing a lot of different rumors about Disneyland. Disneyland's opening. They're going to open Main Street. They got all kinds of people coming back. They're doing all kinds of things. Well, some things they're doing and some things they are not doing. So here we have the Disneyland Union confirms cast members are returning soon. So they are doing what they're doing here, which is like a food and wine festival. They're trying to get people into the park, trying to get them so that they can get more cast members. It's been a slow progression, right? They open Downtown Disney, they get that open, prove to the state, see, we can do this responsibly. They open Buena Vista Street so that they can tell California, see, nothing bad is happening. We're doing fine. Everything is okay. Now they're going further. They're going, see, we can have a paid for event where we have people come in and do things, and then eventually have paid for ticket admission to the park. So they're trying to do this slowly and methodically, basically pushing the envelope, seeing how far before they get the pushback saying you can't do that from the state. So here there's an update. They were calling close to 60 cast members to come back. We got probably chefs and other different cooks and other helpers, cashiers, cook trainers, leads, receiver leads, assistants, stewards are to be filled. So they're bringing a few people back for these things. And we don't know how far in California Adventure they're going to open. The other big rumor, of course, is that the rumor of Disneyland Park to be open March 14th, 1 year after it's closed. Well, oddly enough, sources that I have, the 14th is actually just the date that they're planning to start these events, not returning and having Disney Main Street open. So they're two completely different things. Another article here recalling 232 cast members are trying to get different things open and get these events, and they're only using the California Adventure side. So as much as we want to get back into Disneyland, this isn't it yet. So we're waiting still for Disneyland to do something to open the other side. I don't know. Who knows when it's going to be? I think they're really trying to hold a hard line at Disneyland opening, to keep the state saying, look at how many jobs you're taking away. Look at all the damage you're doing to we were down there. All the times we've been down there, I think there's one restaurant outside of Disneyland. We went to the Denny's. That was still open. The IHOP was closed. Most of the other restaurants that are around there are closed. Many of them have signs closed permanently. I don't know how many of the hotels are going to come back. We stayed at the Grand Legacy when we were down there, and there wasn't much there. They had the front area so that you could stay in rooms in the very front, which are the nicer deluxe 2-room, kind of suite kind of things, and they were renting those out. But all the other small rooms and stuff in the back, that whole area was completely closed. And it's the same thing. Most of the other hotels, no one is staying in. They're all closed. They might have a security guard or a light on somewhere for it being, for security, but that's about it. So I know there's some things going on, behind the scenes that we don't know about, that, Disney is really trying to push the state to let them reopen. We've seen legislation come in with the state to try and let them open in higher levels, considering that Florida's been open for a long time and they're not having any issues at all with the parks. Nobody goes to the park. Hopefully you're not going to the park if you're horribly sick in any way. There have been smallpox or measles and chickenpox and other things that have been transmitted by kind of linked back to theme parks. But now with all the plexiglass and the hand sanitizing stations and nobody being near each other, I really seriously doubt any of that kind of stuff is going to happen ever again. But the rumor, I think this rumor, from what information I got, through a source thing. The 14th is actually just the start of the food and wine type festival that they're going to be doing. It's going to be a ticketed event. Food and wine, you had the little lanyards that had your little tabs that you could snap off. We didn't do it because Mrs. Texo and I are gluten-free, dairy-free, meat-free, chocolate-free diet. So, and that's kind of what they are serving at these food and wine festivals, is all of those things. So we have a friend who goes with us, and then we spend the time there, and then they get their lanyard and go through and try all the different foods and stuff and things like that. So I'm thinking this is what it's going to be. Maybe they'll open up further down in the park where they used to have all of the booths, right, all the way down that Buena Vista Street, further down past the wine area and down almost to, the lake back there. So maybe not getting over to the Paradise Pier, or the Pixar Pier now, as it's called. Maybe not quite getting that far in, but maybe open that up, let people go in there, have the front part be maybe like the ticketed entrance where you let people through, give them wristbands in order to get through into that area. So that's what I'm thinking it's going to be. Unfortunately, not opening Main Street. I really would love for them to do that. That would be just okay. We just get there, go there, and just sit there. I'll get a drink and just sit there all day. That would be, that would be fine for me to spend an afternoon just doing that. Just would be perfect, I think. But alas, I think we're not going to get to do that. This is not what that is. This is just these cast members coming in for the food and wine thing. So that's all. It's been a year, and then we're heading to Florida this weekend, and we're not even going to go to the park. We're going to have too many other things to do. We're not even going to get to go into a park at all when we're there, which is kind of disheartening, but be that as it may. Could be another 6-8 weeks, and we'll actually be there permanently in Florida. So that might be where we get into the parks. We still will come back to Disneyland once it opens. Once Disneyland opens, we're on the first plane, the first day. Everything else, we're coming back just to get back into the park, just to see our friends and everything that work there, that they're back and things are going good. That's really what we want to do. The rides are fun and everything else, but the people that we know that work at Disneyland are extremely important to us, and that's really what we want, is them to be able to get back to work and and spend time with people. Cast members spending time with guests is like a huge part of Disneyland. All right, so thanks for watching this. If you have any comments, do you think the rumor is actually true that the 14th Main Street Disneyland is opening? I don't think so. Prove me wrong. All right, talk to you later.